truck. Forgot my hat, got my bald head. Look, I'm inside. So let's see. Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me? So I don't see how many we got on here yet, but here we go. I'll have to grab my phone. So if I have my phone, then I will know. I'll know exactly, even though I was trying to charge it. So let's go to the phone and see where we're at. I do have a video coming up today, but for now, I'll just go to the phone and we'll watch for lives. So we'll go Jimmy James channel. We'll go live. There we are. It won't let me go to it. Why doesn't it let me go? Let's make sure we got it going. For some reason it's not showing me. Are we even live? Yeah, we're live. So nobody's viewing this yet. I don't know. I'll have to redo it. Go back to YouTube here. Working on this truck. Want to be able to answer your questions as they come, though. Just got to go to our live feed. View our channel. There we go to our live feed. Okay, now we're working. Now we're cooking with gas. So here we are. We are live. And I can watch it on the phone, see how many people are on there. But I did get some bolts today at our local Craigmont. I got a little bolt bin there at the little gas station. They're turned into a feed store. So I happened to go by there today. My bride was bowling and we went in and got the bolts we needed. So we are going to start a drilling. Drilling and a chilling. Now we're good to go. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. Good to go. I am going to put some wood glue on it though. So tell me what you think of that. Like I said, I got a video popping off today. I don't know if this will work or not. Bonds to everything, it says. Waterproof. Gorilla Glue. Strongest versatile glue ever. Means we got to clamp it and do all sorts of things. Hey, just so you know, I'm on live right here. You gonna walk by? See, I'll look so you don't get seen. See? Ah! What's that? We got Gorilla Glue. All right. What's that?
I just gotta take all this stuff down.
All right, gonna take the garland down. Oh my garland, oh my garland. So we're on live while we're out here working in the shop. Because we got to get her done. This thing don't want to come off. Oh, it comes out, that's why. So. All right, looking pretty good here. As they put on the glue. As I'm gluing her down. Hopefully that works out pretty well. Never used a Gorilla. Tell me what you think of Gorilla Glue. So we're going to Gorilla Glue it. What do you think about Gorilla Glue?
It's tough.
It's tough as a gorilla. Lay it on here just like so. Right on there. Like that. Now we're Gorilla Glued. up on top. Like so. Am I in your way?
No, I just want to take some pictures so I have reference points to what I have. You're fine.
So it does look like it's going to work. We're going to put a little buzz on the edge of it so it gets rusty. And what we're going to do, following along, I'm going to give it a little tap to countersink this carriage bolt, and then I'm going to pull it down so it'll be even with the wood. So if that makes sense to everybody. Have we got any questions yet?
Okay, excuse me.
Let's go with the. So let's see if we have any questions going. I don't see anybody on yet. So this will be for a later date. Let me grab your little persuader.
Take this one back.
We're going back.
This one back, so get that out over there.
Now I gotta get my little handy dandy ratchet. Ratchet, tatchet.
Out of your way in a minute.
Okay. We got one right here. So what I'm doing here is I don't want this thing to bump up because of this is the bigger one, but you know where the board is, I don't want this thing to hump up and you put a glass or something on it. So I am going to take a straight edge and I'm going to get it just low enough so it'll be easy to kind of clean out. Does that make sense? Good, everybody? There's only one person on here, me.
Oh,
Otherwise it's so low.
people might be working.
Yeah, somebody's home. Somebody's in home today, I think. This is a little bit of trivia for you guys down the road watching this. See this little straight edge? So when I was in the GM training school along with the college degree, we had a professor teaching us all the automotive part of it. And when we graduated, when we passed the big test, he gave us all one of these and said, well, this would be one of the most handiest things we used if we were smart. I remember him saying it, it's pretty funny. So he's right, because it has all the smart stuff on it, all the different sizes, conversions and all that. You know, since then, since I'm kind of old, they got digital stuff, but I still use this. See, that's pretty cool. You didn't know that, huh? So I get the straight edge on there, and I'll zip it down until it's flat. Well, I'm gonna wait for her to get out the way.
Yep, I'm almost done.
We're kind of working over each other here.
Almost done, and then I'm out of your way.
And then we're gonna put it back up when we get it all said and done to make sure it looks good. And then we will we'll go from there.
Done.
So she has these little boxes we're keeping all the stuff in.
Okay.
All right. You probably just throw it in the back. We can deal with it from there. All right, so back to the shelf. And then I'll paint this chalk paint too, right?
Yep. I'm gonna take this up because I don't think we need it, so.
Yeah,
All right,
that's fine.
bye everybody.
All right, that fit good. I love the way that fit. So we will be moving on. Moving on, moving on. It's got a lock nut on it. I think we're good. So I'm going to drill the rest. And I got a little glue on the back side, which will be very handy. I'll put that tight. We'll do these ends and we'll do the centers. We'll be ready to go. Clean it up real nice. I'm going to go over and go ahead and take the shine off it so it'll rust up over time. We're looking for authenticity. Alright, so you just took it on the wire wheel over there, and you just kind of dull it all up, so over time it'll kind of blend. That'd be the idea. That's the plan, man. We seat it on down in there, push it up tight, we should be good to go. We'll zap it on down. And then we'll just take our little Bob Boyle straight edge. Hey Mike, if you're watching, and I know you watch my stuff, you know, you graduated with me, you still have yours? Okay, and the reason I'm doing it just so slight, because over time you're going to get kind of some crud in there, and I don't want it to be so far in there I have to pick it out of there, but you know, just so it's right at the top, minimizes all of our issues. That's the plan, anyways. I've never built a tap truck before, to be honest with you, so this is my first go around. I know the taps are going to go in here, garland go back on, you know, like you saw at the beginning of the video, or the beginning of the live. So I'm just kind of moving forward on it as we go. If you got ideas and comments, put them in there because we're open to it. I did have one idea. The guy wanted me to paint the wheels white. I saw a truck yesterday in Clarkston, Washington. I was over there at my son's butcher shop, Heights Butcher Shop, and it was a red truck with white wheels on it. I actually didn't like it. And the original plan was to paint these white. So I'm still on the fence with that because I didn't know if I liked it that way. I think the black might be the way we're going. So, put it in the comments, see what you think. And actually this thing used to be painted white over the time. It's kind of faded off, which I really like the way it looks like that. And we're gonna do some chalkboard paint. That's the other thing we're gonna do. So this little board over here is gonna be chalk painted. So you're right, you know, happy wedding, whatever you want to write. Depends what kind of party we're doing. Drink, drank, drunk, you know, something like that. All right, told me I almost put it in without buffing it off. All right, did them both. Looking good, looking good, looking good. So they're all buffed down, so all the shiny stuff's off. The coating or whatever you want to call it. Put that one there. Tighten her up. Also, the reason the lights are on right now, I'm checking that battery on how long it's going to last. I think we got 4 hours into it already. It's still on. So we'll see what the last with a full charge battery. And it's an Optima yellow top on an inverter. And these are Harbor Freight lights. I'll be honest with you, I really like the way it looks. The bolts are kind of in the back there. It's level, it looks great. Turned out really, really well, this shelf. I'm extremely happy with it. It's a pretty cool shelf the way we did it. My wife actually found it. The brains of the operation saw this broken board here, and look how it matches up just like it's been there. You know, really, really cool. So that's why we did it that way, with the broken board on the end. Because it's all weathered and looking good. There we go. Nice little bolt tightened up, and we are good to go, and I will show you what we got going here. All right, all finished. Solid as a rock. I just don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I got a little glue on the back to hold it. I guess I could clamp it, but it's already clamped at the bolt, so let me show you. Have you take a look here. So we got kind of a mess with some sawdust, but There we go. And they're countersunk just right. I laid the straight edge on it. And as you can see, they're just under it so it doesn't hit. So when I lay a cup on there, like that, it doesn't get all wobbly. You can see it clears. Works good. And then we'll try to gray that up with a little vinegar. We'll gray that up. We're also going to build this thing up a little higher. That's why that's there. I got a piece of metal here, right here, which I'm going to work on that next. I got some bolts, some more, what do you call those, carriage bolts. I got 2 of them per side. And what those are going to do is it can be adjustable at that point. So if you're down in, here in the comments, give me a comment what you think. How do you think that turned out? So let's see. What do you think so far? So let me know what you think so far as you watch it, but there we go. That's the first step. Now we're going to work on this shelf. This shelf has the brackets in it. All I got to do is drill them. That's what we're going to do next. Old elk, Dragon Slayer. So, Dragon Slayer, if you're watching, I bought the old elk and we have it opened. We've had a little bit of it. It is good stuff. So, it's a limited edition Slayer model. It's wheated bourbon, Dragon Slayer single barrel. I got one. All right, now I'm going to clean up my my mess. I got kind of a mess going on here. I will have to clean it up for a minute. I'm going to actually use my little, so this is our drink bin. When we pour the taps, they drip a little bit to catch it in this bin. I'm going to use that right now for my parts. And that way I don't make a mess, and I know where all my stuff is. And if it gets a little bit, if it gets a little bit used, who cares? Because we want it to be rustic. That's what we're looking for by design. So we'll put all the bolts in it. We'll get this shelf going next. This shelf is going to be used quite a bit for, glasses and different things we're going to put on it. The first wedding we're doing, it's going to be a self-serve unit. So we're not, because we're going to the wedding. So it's a very, very close friend of ours. We've known her since she was about that tall. Known her parents forever. And we're going to let her have this truck at the wedding. We're going to put kegs in the back of it. And she wanted a self-serve. She wanted us to enjoy the wedding. She thinks her people will be good at it. No problem. She's getting actual glassware. They're pretty well put together people. They're not a bunch of rowdy, fools. So it should work out pretty well. We're pretty excited for it. It's going to be in October, so we're trying to finish this thing up in the next day or two. It'll be ready to go. And then back to Christian's truck, because that needs to get done. So that's what we're doing, if you're wondering. I got the carburetor for Christian's truck last night. This should be finished up in the next day or so again. I had to kind of bump it ahead. I've been kind of doing some small stuff on his truck, but for the most part not dedicated to it very long. That's all going to change come the end of the next day or two. Should be fairly simple. Once I get rolling on, it'll kind of come together. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. And then, so now this thing is ready to come off, like so. Let's clean her up. Like that. really like this side of the board too, a little better. It has a little bit of a wonky donkey in it, but it does look kind of cool. I'm gonna have to grab my bride here real quick, see what she thinks. And I can drill it before, but we'll take a good look at it before I start bolting it up. So as you can see, I got I got 5 of these things in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna put 2 bolts per section. So I'm gonna do it with a tape measure. How about that? And a Sharpie, if I can find a Sharpie. Where did my Sharpie go? Here we go. There we go, found the Sharpie. So now, and back to the awning. Why is it adjustable? Because when we're working it, we're under 6'5". We're gonna lower it down a little bit, so it'll be sitting at about 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". Because I clear it, and most of our people that will work under it are gonna clear it. The family we're doing the wedding with, they're tall. They're all like 6'4", 5, 6, 7. They're all big. So we wanted it up a little bit so they don't bang their head on it. You know, put boots on, cowboy hats, and try to get underneath this thing. So that's why I wanted it adjustable to raise it. We could completely flip it over and leave it open, but it doesn't look as nice. And we're not going to do that. So we're going to keep raising that thing. If we need it higher, I can just take a wrench and then just open it up more. That's the plan. When we got it here, it looked great, but it was a little low at 6'2". You know, put some boots on the hat, people are going to run into it. So we didn't want that. And that was the cure. So it looks like 1.5 inches is what I want in from the end. That'll miss all the stuff. In fact, it looks like maybe 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. Let's make sure these are all the same. 6. 6. Well, Spotless Fabrication did all this, and he is precise. So let's see how precise he is. 6. 6. Yeah, I'm calling it pretty close. That one may be a 1/16 inch off or a 32nd. It's right on. So we're going to go 1 inch. We cut them all the same too on the bottom. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going to go in yeah, we're going to do 1.25 inches in on the first set. 1.25 inches in on the first set. Did I mention 1.25 inches in on the first set? So 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. The only one that's kind of off here, the one with the bolt on it, which we pull out to it, because he went 6 from the bolt there, so to get it even with the board, we're looking at 5.25, looking at 5.25, so we're going to drill it inside a little bit. Yeah, we're going to go with this one. Now what you could do is pull a string on them to make sure they're all straight, but an easy way to do this Put a tape measure on it like this. And lock it on there, like so. And I'm telling you, that's going to get you pretty close for visual. Well, they're all off a little bit, because this whole thing's kind of wonky donkey. So the problem is this, if you can see this thing goes like this all the way down. So I'm going to try to keep the bolts straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark them here with this tape, because that's what we'll see from the top side. As long as they line up, we should be good. All right, so what we're doing is, you're not going to see these supports. You're only going to see the row down the top, and if you look at them and they look straight, they are straight, no matter how crooked this thing is, because it's crooked. Let me tell you, it's crooked. Oh, and I got a comment. Let's see here. Hold on. I got comments. I was too busy working. All right, so let's see what Marvin says. Hey, Jimmy, got my fuel pump today. Thank you again. Thank you, and Tori, for Jimmy James t-shirt. Love it. Okay, I'm glad you like it. That's pretty cool. We are proud of that shirt. We thought it was cool. I don't usually wear white shirts because my wife won't let me wear them because I turn them like this. And then CCG, Jimmy, coming out pretty darn good, young man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. I gave you guys big old hearts for it. So, yeah, hey, thank you. You know, it's coming along. We're doing what we got to do. It's if you look at the beginning of this live, we had all the garland on it and all the white lace and or white fabric and all that. So, yeah, we're pretty happy with it. I got the board going on now. And again, Marv, glad you liked it. Glad you liked the shirt. See, like my I'm a Gonna. For anybody out there, we make these shirts now, so we have a way. Of course, I got sawdust on me. Oh, I almost started drilling without getting my little center punch. Yeah, I gotta make a little hole so I don't wobble around. They're spring loaded, they just snap as you go. And you put the tip of the drill on it and you're ready to go. One down. Two down. down. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so then we're gonna put the board on there and get the drilling from underneath. Let's see what I got for all my bolts here. So I got the big ones for the awning and the double nuts and washers. Should have 4 of those bad boys. Put the 4 aside here. I got these long ones, so this must be it. Yeah, I gotta double check it. Yep, they work. All right, so I'm gonna get to cutting them up here. Not cutting them, but I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be on the drill with them, or the bench grinder, excuse me, cleaning up all the shiny off. Hold on momentarily. I'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we're still doing some board work here. We're gonna figure out what side we want here. I'm gonna get my bride. I did grind them, not grind them. I did put them on the wire wheel. Again, thanks for the comments. Keep them coming. I got some more questions. If you got some more questions, keep them coming. I gotta grab my bride real quick. So stay right there. Oh, Tori, I need your help. You got a minute? I'm gonna get her opinion on which way we want to put this, the board, because it does have a little bit of moss and some neat stuff growing on the one side, which I think is cool. I think it's really cool. I would like to hammer that in just a bit. It does stick out a little bit. Might throw it off a hair, but I just made a mess. Making messes. So she was out sitting under the tree with Eugene the donkey. He was laying with her out there hanging out. So what kind of any more responses here? What you think's going on? Still no more comments. Get some smiley faces going. 100, all this stuff. So, all right. She'll be here, and we'll take a look which side. All right, board side. We can do this side here. This one's a little more crooked, but it has more character and ends quicker. It'll be like this, like so. Get it up to that edge. See, at one side it has to be a little more gap than the other. It has a gap down there. Mm-hmm. Now I can probably put a bolt in it and push it a little bit. But if you hold this side, Ryder and I like this side, but it was a little bent. So I can probably get a little bit out of it, by pushing on it.
Okay.
Or you like this side.
Whatever you want to do is fine. I don't have a problem either way.
Now I could do, well, it'd be the same way. It would still have the, see, that one's a little straighter, a little less gap. But it doesn't have quite the character.
And do the other side.
The end's not as,
Do the other side then.
okay. You're okay with a little bit of the,
I don't care.
a little bit of the bend?
I don't think you'll notice it too much.
Okay. It's not as flush.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, what we'll do, I'll get it lined up here. We'll probably want to start on this side.
What do I need to do?
We don't want to drill it here, so I think we can drill it, and I think I can bend it a little bit here. And then if we have this gap here, it should be fine, because this is where you're going to draw all the stuff, and you're probably better off gap here if you're going to be working down there. But you could do the gap there because you have the shelf. Or I could split it.
I don't know that it matters. I'd just split it.
Okay. Because if I put it here and then try to bend it, I might be able to get it, but it'll be a little bit of a risk. Because you'll have this gap. You think this gap's right? Okay, so then I'll give it a best try, because I can move it a little bit. I know that'll work. So. And then you're good with it right here? This looks good? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's take our straight edge. Where did I put my straight edge? Am I missing it over here? So we'll take the straight edge. Oh, Marvin said thank you for it.
Oh, good.
Not quite, you can show a little bit more, but looks pretty good, huh?
Eugene and Willard are
Doing their thing.
grooming each other. I've never seen them just groom each other since our pickles in. That's funny.
Okay, so now we take our bolts. And then we're gonna find,
Do I have to hold something?
yeah, just push against the middle of it.
The middle?
Yeah, just kind of hold it right there. You don't have to hold it very hard, just let it move. Oh, it looks good. with tappy tap. What I don't want to do is I don't want to tighten it because we're going to try to push it in a little bit. I just want it on there just where it's touching. So if you're following along, just touching. So then we're going to do this end one. Yeah. Come down here to the end. We'll see if we can push against it. Drill. Oh yeah, I can give it a pretty good push. Hold on, I don't. All right. Now if we just get the push up there. Look at that. Let go.
All right.
So what do you think?
That looks good.
All right, there in YouTube land, we were able to push it and get a little bend out of it because this thing's all metal and kind of wonky donkey, and we wanted it dead straight, and the board had a little curve to it. Now it has just a slight gap, but for the most part, it's perfect.
Are you done with me?
I'm done with you.
I'm gonna go back and hang out with
All right, she's gonna go back and hang out with her donkey, her wonky donkey. This has some cool look to it on this side. That's why I'm glad we did it there. All right, so now we're gonna zip her down. And again, we want to just barely pull in so it doesn't rock around. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that. And her donkey's following her. All right, there we go. We are looking good in the neighborhood. just so you know, the way I'm doing it, I tap it down, get that square part in the wood. I put it on there, I can see the gap. And as I ratchet it down, it goes flat, and then I wait for just a little bit of gap, and I'm good. That's how I'm keeping it all squared away. Let's see if we got any more chats. Does not look like it, so if you have any more comments, throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you got to say. You see right here, we got a little gap on that end. I just watch it until it hits, and I give a little gap to the bolt. All good. That's it. And if you're following along, if you're playing along here, I do have flat washer, but what I use is a lock nut. And it has a big flat piece of steel, and I want it as minimal as you can see, and I might go by and cut those bolts off. I might cut these off down here. Haven't decided yet. I might just hit them with a little black paint. Make it kind of go away is what I want to do. So I might hit with a wire wheel, let it rust up. Just, you know, we're trying to keep this thing period correct. Or I don't know if it'd be called period correct, but theme correct. All right, there we go. Now, I could use just the one bolt, but I'm afraid it might warp up. So I am going to double bolt it right in here, so I can see them each one, and I'll just drill from the top through. So should be good to go at that point. Alright, so I got 4 more bolts hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me. Five. There you go. There's my little flat washers. You know, if you're following along. I did buy them. Don't think I need them. Any little gap I can get is good. But I am going to go and take the shine off them. There we go. All the shine's gone. Again, I use my little square here. So I keep them all even with that board. Oh boy, I'm happy with that. Get my handy dandy little Sharpie. I'll keep them all at 3.5 off the board. 3.5 centimeters is what I'm doing. If you're playing along. And the reason I did the centimeter is because it's easy to read. And that's what it was. So that'll keep me straight enough, and we're good to go. What I do suggest, if you drill a metal wood like this, I always put a little water down there so we don't get a spark or a little smoldering. Not really that hot, I'm going pretty quick, so you never know. It's the mail ladies here. Or the mailman. Thank you. He's dropping off stuff. Well, that one dropped quick. Must have been a soft spot. Well, there we go. Ta-da! Shelf's on. Shelf is on. That sits on there perfect. It looks good. It's stiff. Man, can't ask for much more than that. Now the fun part. I'm going to put the adjustable bolts. I'll be right back. It wasn't super, I didn't spend millions of dollars, and it was kind of cool. All right, I'm back on live. I'm back. So anybody else got any questions here of what we got going? What we got going on? It's a little bit different, but it is what it is. I could lift it up a hair, but I don't think I'm gonna. If I do, I'll have to waller this and move this up. It does look like it's down a little bit, so I might have to screw with that. But now we're gonna get to drilling. It's going to take a little bit more than that. I'm going to have to have a little smaller bit. I'm going to go to the good bits. I'm gonna go big bit. Big bolt, big bit. What we're doing is, this is gonna push against there. We can adjust it out for the height because it's so low on it. You know, a couple inches here would be 5 or 6 inches there. So that is the plan. If you're following along. This is gonna be covered in garland. I'm not gonna take all the coating off it. I'll leave the coating on there. It'll be fine. Hopefully I got another 9/16 around. What the heck? I don't know my 9/16. What did I do with them all? Okay, I gotta find my 9/16. I only have like 10 of them. I can only find one. Never, ever fails. Never fails to fail. laying on a workbench. Well, that works pretty darn good. So without lifting the other side up yet, that looks like we're going to be at the front of this thing currently 6'7.5", fully maxed out. So if you're 6'7.5", you know to duck. So just how it is. Duck, duck, duck. I'm feeling pretty confident that it's going to work out just fine. Nice and marked here. There we go. All right, how we looking? Any comments here? Am I looking at a hay wagon? WTF, Mike? Nope, you're looking at a cattle truck. This was an original cattle truck. These opened all the way flat, and they loaded cows in it. The gentleman bought this truck in 1960 in Montana, drove it back to Lewiston, Idaho, and for years he hauled cattle to the sale yard. Then he put a dump on it and used it for whatever, guys, both sides. Put hay in it, put gravel in it, put cattle in it. Did that for many years. Then he sold it to me. We're turning it into a tap truck. Gonna have the taps here. We already had the garland on it and all of it decorated. Now I'm making this so it's adjustable for taller people and shorter people. And that's where we're at. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray paint that today and put the chalk paint on that. Taps are gonna go in tomorrow and it should be ready to roll. I put in the shelves today, both these shelves, and this will be a little drip pan. Like I said, the taps will go here. We got a mirror going here because every bar has a mirror. So there we are. There you have it. Tappy Tap Truck. And it's called the Cattle Truck Mobile Bar. And if you look, we had door art put on it by Cat. But look over here. There's more of a look at it. Let me get you squared away here. I've been working, so I got to get it more. Take advantage of it while I'm working. People have questions about it, so we can kind of show what we're doing here. Let me use my screwdriver here to level her up. Yeah, that won't fall much. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. I moved away and didn't move the camera. Sorry about that. I did 2 bolts. I'm not sure that I need 2 bolts or 4 bolts, 2 each side, but I might put them just so it's a little more secure. When it hits, you can adjust the other one tight so it doesn't dig into the wood over time. It might have a little more support. Let's see what you got. Cool idea. Yep, so I had you brought DeWalt hole done by now, Jimbo. Yeah. If I had DeWalt, I'd have to go replace it. Because I got the good stuff. I got the Hercules. I love Hercules. I had DeWalt and all I did was go bad on me. So I went to Hercules years ago, never looked back. But you know how that is. Some people like Hercules, some people like Miller. It's all sorts of favorites for everybody. I'm a Hercules guy. I really like the Hercules product. I know it's a Harbor Freight, and I'm not, I'm usually a Snap-on guy, but man, these Hercules, I've had nothing but good luck with them. My son turned me on to them, and I said, I've had this one drill for, I don't even know how many years. It's been for 6, 7 years. I've had it. So yeah, this is a mobile bar. Gonna have 4 taps. We can go to weddings and all sorts of parties. Oh, that tightened up nice. All right. Now, let's see if I can lose a finger here. Wow. Turned out really well. Now I can adjust it up and down. Go in or out, higher or lower. I think I'm going to put a second one in since it's pretty easy to do. So that's what I'll do. Because it'll have 2 places to hold. And I have the bolts for it. I think that's the plan, man. Let's try it up. Should be right about, let's do 9 centimeters. Yeah, that'll be good. What do we got going here? I had the same issue with Milwaukee. You couldn't keep a motor in them. That's what I had with the DeWalt. I had the Home Depot ones for a while. They were okay. But since I switched to Hercules, I still have the original battery from, I want to say I bought these in about, I think this one here. Yeah, this is the old one. So I bought this one, dropped it 100 times, built fence with it, all sorts of stuff. I bought this in, I think, 2017, 18, 19, somewhere in there. So it's at least 6 to 7 to 8 years old. And like I said, I've never replaced the battery, never touched anything like that. The gear on this thing, you got to kind of monkey with it once in a while. It's getting kind of old. It'll probably break. But for now, keep working on high. So I will keep going with it. And it's only if you catch them in between. Otherwise, high and low works on it. I have a second one. I bought a second one because sometimes you need 2 drills. Yeah, exactly. 9 centimeters. You mean 3.5 inches. So the reason I was using centimeters, I'm not a millimeter guy at all, but this thing has great centimeters on it. And I talked about earlier when I graduated from college, the professor gave us this, the automotive guy, Joe. And it works good, and you can see the numbers real big. I didn't have my glasses on, so I went with a 9 millimeter. But you are correct. I hate using millimeter, but for that one, it works pretty good. And I was using this thing when I countersink the bolts as a straight edge, so as it countersinks and went flat, then I was done with it. That's why I had it out. And it's here, so I'm using it. No other reason. I forgot to do my pilot hole. Now we'll pilot hole it. Now we'll step bit it. And also, these lights, I'm running an Optima battery on them, a yellow top. And I got these at Harbor Freight. They were on 4 hours prior to me going to this live. And I don't know how many long the live's been on, but it's been on a long time. So, just to show you, they're going to last all night long. Feel a party all night long. Should be using multiple batteries and multiple drills instead of taking on and off, but oh well. There we go. Now let the crap out of it. Now, that's the problem, is I'm not quite tall enough to lift it up high enough. Or maybe I am. Got it. All done. All right. Whew. And then this one will help it also. Like so. And then give it a little more holding power on it. You can actually get a couple more inches out of it probably if you want a little higher, but we're not doing it for that. We're plenty tall enough. There we go. And we'll just cover with garland. You won't see it. Let's do the last one in 3.5 inches or 9 millimeters. I might hit it with a little black paint so it doesn't stand out, but I wanted it kind of rusty, so let's see what we're looking at here. All right, we still got people. We'll turn the cart to the other side. What do they got for comments here? I see them popping. Let's see, speaking to pilot holes, check out the new hardened drill bits. Okay, I will have to look at that. They cut stainless like butter. Wow. I thought you said centimeters. You got a heart for that one. I said 3.5 inches. I said 3.5 inches, baby. See, I'm in more light over here because the door's open, so I can do the 3.5 inches. Just got to go onto this side of it. Well, 3.5 inches is exactly 9 centimeters. I mean, within a 1/16 of an inch. That's pretty good. Wow. WTF, Mike's smarter than the average bear. That's pretty good. Well, it's close enough for government work. I'm liking it. 3.5 inches. Oh, forgot to do my punch. Don't want to wobble it around. There we go. All right. 1 down, 3 down, 1 to go. I have to put a little bit of muscle in to lift it up high enough. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint those or just keep spraying them with some water and get them kind of rusty looking and they'll just disappear. You know, low gloss black probably can disappear too, so haven't figured that out yet. Figure that out in the next day or so. Try this. thought you said centimeter. Yeah. 3.5 inches. No way I said centimeter. That would be taboo. Yabba dabba do taboo. All right, looking good. I'm pretty happy. Looking good, and I just got to do some cleanup, but there it is. That's the truck. And like I said, it'll have, right in here it has the garland all kind of flowing through there. And it has the white material. It'll have the taps right there. There'll be 4 taps along there. And this will be chalk paint over here, right about here. It should look really good. So we're looking forward to having it done. Like I said, it's looking good. We're pretty satisfied with it. So down in the comments, tell me what you think. Oh, I got more. It kind of pops up on that screen and it goes away. We also do the milk cart or the milk jugs for sitting. So when we're out here pouring and doing the tap thing, we have a place to sit. And let's see here. Mike says if this thing breaks, I'm telling everyone because you used the metric system. No, I went away from it. I only started to use the metric system. And then I got away from it. So I kind of use the metric system. I love it. It's so good. So it's like my shirt. I'm gonna use the English standard system. That's what I'm gonna do. Man, I'm right there with the bucket and the whole bit. See, tappy tap. Who wants a tappy tap? Well, it's getting there at about that time. I think I'm going to break away from this. If you are watching and you're not a subscriber, make sure you do the like and subscribe thing if you're watching at a later date, because we're putting these together as we build it. But I have some more stuff to finish up. I'm going to do some painting and stuff and taping, and we're going to go from there. Looks good, bud. Hey, thank you, sir. I think these shirts turned out well. The new emblem looks good. They're a nice looking shirt. So they're like one of those gilded heavy cottons. We got a couple of different designs that we've come up with. We're pretty happy with it. So hopefully the channel blows up at some point and people want them. That's why I got them ready. So, and I'm going to wear them out here. I tend to destroy t-shirts, and I tend not to wear like work type shirts. And so I figured I'd get some of these shirts to work with. Might as well put my emblem and all my stuff on it. That's why we did it. Yeah, so it works out pretty good that way. Let's see how it looks on the camera. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yep, Jimmy James Garage. And then I'm a gunna. And you know the story about I'm a gunna, right? You're at a show, you're in a gas station, wherever, and some old guy walks up to you. It's usually an old guy. You can easily tell him a mile away. He comes up, talks about your car, and then the next thing out of his mouth is, I'm gonna build this truck, I'm a gonna means he ain't gonna do it. That's what it means, I'm a gonna. So I had to do the I'm a gonna because I've heard I'm a gonna 100 times. And it makes me laugh every time I hear it. I'm a gonna. No, you ain't. So, all right. Any other comments out there or questions about what we're doing here? I will show you. Let me show you the taps we did. These are kind of cool. So this thing comes, I'll show you what it comes with like. So it comes Comes with this little tap here. Okay, very nice, looks good in the restaurant, easy, clean, no problem. I don't have any issue with it. But for this truck, it looks awful modern, doesn't it? So I went to our local little store that sells supplies for animals, things like that. It's called North 40. And the rasp on for doing horseshoes or doing feed on an animal like a horse, this is the handle. And I got that handle for it. That looks way more presentable. We really like the way that looks. I don't know if I'm going to gray this up or not. We're going to try it for now like this, see how it looks. It has the kind of the galvanized look to it with the wood. Really like that versus the bar plastic. I mean, they have their place. If this thing breaks or something, I'm going to have a couple of these in the truck. Throw them in the glove box. We can throw it on real quick. Because this is just wood that I tapped, but it's solid. I don't see an issue with it. I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless you really start wrenching on it, you know. You know, people are trying to, you know, pull it down, you know. I think that'll work pretty well. What do you think? So, you come up here, you get your beer. 6 bores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there. So, put your cup under it. Boom. If it spills, it goes in a little tray here. This thing will sit just at the right angle. Hope you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. So, looks way better. Thank you, sir. Yeah, with the wood. Yep, it does look way better with the wood. So we're pretty happy with that. You know, this thing's a work in progress. We have our first wedding for a good friend of ours. That's where this thing's going to be parked there. And it's going to be a self-serve because they're really close friends of ours. And we will see how it works as a self-serve. But normally they have a bar out in front of it. We'll have the taps going and, you know, the ice and all that. For this, it's just going to be the beers. 4 different kinds of beer, 3 or whatever they want. So, yeah, that's why I raised this thing a little higher. You know, when I'm working under it, I only need it to be my height, you know. I'm like 6'9", so I should be good. Give or take, you know, a foot. Might be like 5'9". So we get it more level. But these bolts provided me the way to adjust it up or down. I think it turned out really well. I'm pretty happy with that part. I wanted it adjustable. So if we want it dead flat, it gives it more of a cozy feel. This is a little more inviting. Put cowboy hats and a cowboy boot on a couple of guys, and you know they turn out to be, you know, they're 6'4" or 5" to start with. Put some boots on a hat on, they're 6'7" pretty quick. And this thing right here, and if they're 6'5", they're probably like 6'4". That's how it kind of works. Now this thing right here is at 6'7". So 6'7". So at 6'7", I think you're going to be okay. You know, back in here, but you're not get that close to it. You're still in the 6'5" 3/4". So I don't know if that is in centimeters, because I don't do centimeters. I think centimeters are like that tall. Let's see here. JF retracted a message. It says message retracted. Oh boy, I wonder what that said. So that's where we're at. Doing this little cattle truck deal. Like I said, we had the garland and all the lights on and everything a little while ago until I had to pull it apart. You know, things like this are going to be, you know, like wherever. Dress it up, you know. It has all the moss and stuff on it. It'll probably come off over time, but it is what it is. We want it to look as authentic as possible for as long as possible. Like I said, I got to get to painting that today. I got to take that off and get that painted up and get that looking good. Instead of just sitting here resting, I'm resting. Let's get it over there and move it around. This little cart I bought is awesome. So if you have any other questions, 107 minutes we've been on. So a good friend of mine told me to, when I'm working, just put it on live. So why would you not have it on live? Just leave it on and let it go. I think that was pretty good advice. So I think we're good here. A little. Might as well just get her done. While we're working, might as well get her done. Keep the questions a coming. Where are we at here? No more messages, so any other questions out there, make sure you do the like and subscribe if you're watching a later date and you're not already subscribed. I'd appreciate that. Really helps our channel. In fact, I'm going to get this thing kind of painted and then I'm going to head in. It looks pretty good already. There's some stuff there. I don't know what they did with that, why it's all painted up. It is. Looking good though, won't take much. That's how we're going to do it. Get her all taped up, get her sprayed up. Should be good to go. Well, if you just joined us, we're taping it up. I think the truck needs wheelie bars and slicks. It is a 283, so it could do a big burnout. I mean, it's 283 cubic inches, probably a whopping 150 horsepower. So on a 6,000 pound truck, I'm sure it probably could do it, especially with the dual tires. It would look better with wheelie bars, that's for sure, and slicks. All right, there we go. We're getting her taped up. And then a little trick, because we'll get overspray. You don't really need your good rags. Just get your dirty rags and lay it here like so. Like that. Always have yourself a piece of handy cardboard. Ooh-wee, huh? Yeah, I like it. All right, how we looking? Looking good, I hope. Let's give it a shot. There we go. I don't know that I like it. It's okay. It's a little bit rough from the other paint. Might have to sand it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it dries like, but it definitely has a. I see. Look at the spot I missed on there. We'll see how it dries. But it's supposed to be chalkboard block. It's supposed to. It's actually supposed to, you know, dry like chalkboard stuff, but it looks okay. It's like a little bit splotchy and stuff. But they make some other paint on stuff I might do. Tell me what you guys think on it. It's not bad. It's okay. I'll let it go for another, let it go 15 minutes here or so, and then put another coat on it. Might have to come back with that actual stuff you paint on, but so it'll give it a good base anyways. That's it. Garland back on, lights hanging back over. And we'll just keep moving forward. Taps will be later on this evening or tomorrow morning. Alrighty. So this is the tap truck. Coming to you live from Jimmy James Garage. Like and subscribe if you're watching this down the road. People always watch these lives later. It would really help us out. Just go ahead and tap it. And when my stuff comes up, it'll come up. And I have a video if you're watching tonight, getting ready to jump off here. And it has to do with my 2021 Tundra and the brakes. Kind of interesting story. What happens at the end while I did a 21 Tundra with new brakes. I have 147,000 miles on it. That's why. I had 145 when I did it. But so take a look at that. Go here and look at the other videos. Like I said, especially if you're watching down the road. If you've been live and you commented, all that, I sure appreciate you. You know I do. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next one.